Hello, everyone watching the playback. Welcome to some super spooky and fun Halloweekend reading sprints. The lighting is a little bit moody for Halloweekend, maybe. Maybe the lighting is just because I couldn't figure out a good way to have lighting. But hello, everyone live. Thank you all for coming to join some super spooky Halloweekend reading sprints tonight. I was trying to mess around with my lighting because I joined and like saw myself in the screen with the overhead and I was like, "Oh my god. This is horrific, literally horrific." Just not great. So instead, I have this little like lamp. It looks like I have the sun over there, but it's just a little lamp, and that's the only other lighting that I have in here that's not just the overhead. And it's not great, but let me tell you, it is a huge improvement over what we were initially working with. So, unintentionally super moody reading sprints tonight, which I think works well for the theme of Halloween though. So, hello, everyone. Um, what will you all be reading or doing tonight? I will be reading The Haunting of Lee Harker. I am buddy reading this with Lexi, Cass, and Mel, and I am failing it. I haven't read it for a couple of days. Have had a little bit of a down couple of days, but it's okay. We're back. We're back. I had to work today, so I had to bounce back real fast. But I am. Let's see, how far did I get into it? 85 pages in, and I'm really excited to see what happens next because I'm pretty sure something big happens next. And I think I stopped right before a big twist in the book. So, very pumped to be reading that tonight. What will everyone else be reading and doing? Oh, yeah. And I did start about 10 minutes late because I had finished cooking my dinner like with 20 minutes to spare, but it was so hot because it was soup and it had just finished boiling. And I was ravenous because I didn't eat lunch or breakfast today. Just been a bad couple of days overall. But and so the first thing it goes is like a normal eating schedule for me. But I was forcing myself to eat dinner finally, and basically I was super super hungry. But it was soup. How do you eat hot soup fast? You can't. You can't. I was like taking a bite and like blowing on it as quickly as I possibly could, but then just like blowing it all back into the bowl, and it was just like a disaster. So I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to start 10 minutes late for today. It was really good though, with some corn chowder and some garlic bread. I started getting every plate again, which is like a weekly meal box thing, and what's it called? Just because I kind of like got out of the routine of cooking and I'm trying to get back into the routine of cooking myself food. And one of the meals was the corn chowder. So it was like corn chowder made from scratch, not a can. And it was like so freaking good. I loved it. Hello, Sherry, also finishing up dinner. I hope your dinner was as good as mine because mine was chef's kiss, delicious. I still need to put away the leftovers that it made though. Hello, Kelsey, reading Holy Sister. Nice. That will be my next book right after Haunting of Lee Harker. I'm hoping to maybe finish it tonight. Fingers crossed, hopefully. Hello, Andy. We'll be reading All Hallows. This month has completely flown by. I didn't even realize tomorrow was Halloween. Yeah, I totally agree. I'm kind of sad for spooky season to be over. November is fine, but I don't know. I'm not a big November person. I like December because of Christmas, but I feel like I always get really sad after Halloween because then it's like, it's over until next year. Especially because I feel like I had a really good spooky season this month. And so it's just extra sad that I've had so much fun. Hello, hello. Should be reading Holy Sister. I'm not. Instead, I'm reading Witch's Heart. We still have a couple more days. Live show is on November 4th, I believe. So I'm hoping to start it tomorrow or the day after. But I have the audiobook and it's so much shorter than the second book in the series. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Hello, Kiki. Sick as heck right now because I partied too hard with my friend last week in the rainy weather. Oh, I'm sorry, Kiki. Going back to what I know and reading Scream for Me by Molly Doyle. Nice. I hope you're liking that one. Hello, Lauren. Starting Mina and the Slayers. Ooh, I hope you enjoy. Hello, Haley. I'm playing spooky video game in honor of Halloween, and then hopefully I'll be finishing the last few pages of None of This Is True. Nice. What video game are you playing? Hello, Alex. Still in bed. 7 a.m. here. I do not blame you. I would not be conscious. Hello, Froggy. Every time I say Froggy, I feel like Kelsey. Oops, Teddy. Hello, Teddy. Here he is. Teddy, look over here. Here's a Teddy for you. He just finished up his dinner too. Oops. But hello. Love the mood lighting. Thank you. Totally intentional and not a result of me not being able to figure out how to get good lighting once there's no sunlight. I really need to get myself like some other lights for this room because it's tough. It's tough. Be eating dinner. Nice. Finished Clown in a Cornfield today and now need to finish the other 3 books I started for spooky season. Did you like Clown in a Cornfield? I hope you did. I really like that one. Ooh, spooky sprints. Yes, I'll be reading Graveyard Book tonight. Sounds awesome. Love corn chowder. Oh, yeah, it was delicious. Hello, currently reading Agatha Christie's Halloween Party. Ooh, fun. Just started Wrong Side of Dead. Hopefully it's nice and spooky. It definitely sounds nice and spooky. I'm gonna make a quick dinner as I feed my fur babies, but still deciding on what to read after a chaotic day at work. Oh, I'm sorry it's chaotic. Maybe something like comforting, whatever that kind of genre or type of book is to you. I feel like that's what I always like to do. Honestly, when I'm the most stressed out, I feel like I just read fan fiction, which is what I have been doing the past couple of days. That's dramatic. Past like day and a half. I've just been reading fan fiction. But I'm currently super into Stranger Things, Steve and Eddie fanfic. Sorry, I like blinked on their names for a second, as if I haven't been reading like thousands and thousands of words of content between those 2 characters and watched all 4 seasons multiple times. How did I not remember Steve and Eddie? Oh my goodness. Hello, reading El Ciclo de Eterno Emperador before bed. Nice. I hope you're liking your book. Hello, Steph. Trying to finish The Monarchs this evening. Not exactly loving it though. I'm sorry. That is one I'm interested in because if I'm remembering correctly, I think it's the second book to The Ravens, right? And I really liked The Ravens. So I'm sad that you're not loving this one. But I also am been like on the fence of if I want to read it or not. Pretty good cheeseburgers and smoked Gooder. Gooder? What is that? What did I just say? Gooder sounds like inappropriate. I don't know. Gouda and tater tots. Sounds really good. Would have read on my Kindle, but it's dying and I couldn't be bothered charging at the moment, so definitely going for a physical read. Ooh, what oh wait. Duh, you don't know what your physical read is. Let me know when you figured that out, Victoria. Oh, Phasmophobia. I've played that one before. I played it in VR. It was my first time ever playing VR game, and like I turned around and got jump scared. I dropped to my knees in fear, screaming, completely involuntary, like being so dramatic. But I just couldn't control my reaction. It was like, now I know what I would do in an extreme fear situation. My knees just give out. I will just drop to the floor immediately. Frog costume has arrived and it was definitely a solid purchase. Hell yeah. Yes. Sounds delicious. Also should be reading Holy Sister, but reading A Song of the Marked. Yeah, we got time for Holy Sister though, Cass. And Song of the Marked, that's that Fanra one, right? If it is, I really liked the first one and then DNF to the second one and was very sad about it. So I'm very curious to see your thoughts about this one. October TBR is finished. Yay! Congratulations. There are a couple of Spiffbo finalists that I need to check out on KU. I want to read the first couple chapters to see what I think before buying them. Smart. I like that. They're really good, Kelsey. I also read fanfics when I'm super stressed or feeling really down. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, like, so comforting because you already know the characters, like, you don't have to, like, get to know anybody, and it's so familiar, but also not familiar because it's, like, them in a slightly different story, and it's, like, so I love fan fiction. Gooter. I can't believe I said that. Second book, I was hesitant going into this one too. I'll let you know if the ending is worth the read. Yeah, please do. Want to play in VR so badly, but I'm also terrified. Yeah, I didn't think I would be scared because, like, I'm not someone that gets scared super easily. Like, I like going through haunted houses, I'm good. Reading scary books, I'm good. I love horror movies. But for some reason, the VR experience of this game, oh my god. It was so scary. I don't know if I would try to do it again. I, like, felt like didn't remember how to, like, control my hands, so I was also just, like, being dumb in the game the whole time, like, I didn't accomplish a single task that I was supposed to. I kept dropping the flashlight, like, a million times, and was trying to put something in the tool belt, and it was just dropping to the floor over and over, and I kept getting tangled in the cord too. It was a disaster. Hello, Hillary. I'm reading After Love by Tanya Bryn. It's YA sapphic fantasy romance with a grim reaper. Loving it so far. Let me know if you continue to love it the whole way through because that sounds incredible. And if it ends up being an overall great read, I want to read it too. Yes, it is the fan room. I'm hopeful I'll love it. I hope you do too. I really hope you do too. Because I loved the first one. And then maybe if you love it too, you will pick up the second one and get past where I DNF'd it and tell me it gets way better and then I should continue reading it. That's what I want. That's my selfish motivation for you loving it. Basically only reading Holy Sister now because the cover of Mary is not safe for work, so I had to pick up something else. I get that. I definitely get that. But Mary is so good. So good. I got to meet Nat Cassidy and Clay McCoy Chapman and Rachel Harrison and Aaron Adams at a panel that they did at the Strand in New York City. All of those authors are such amazing people and like and it's because Mary is like one of my favorite books ever, like Nat Cassidy just being such a cool person made me love the book all that much more and I'm so excited to read Nestlings when I eventually get it. I feel like everyone's already read it at this point, but I was not blessed with an arc of it. And I did my pre-order through Barnes and Noble, so I'm sure it's going to take a couple of days after Halloween to get to me. I'm kind of debating um like canceling it and he's doing Nat Cassidy is doing another book launch event at a bookstore near me on Halloween and I could get it then and that would be kind of a fun Halloween night activity of like reading the book tomorrow. But also the problem is I got the pre-order of his book from Barnes and Noble with a bunch of coupons and used points and so it was only like $7 or $8 I think I ended up spending or like $10 maybe. I can't remember exactly, but it was like very inexpensive and that's why I'm so hesitant to cancel the pre-order and get it for full price somewhere else. But I want it now. But he signed Mary for me and he said something about like hoping that my bathtub wasn't haunted. Got scared in a VR Star Wars game because Darth Vader entered the room. VR is so scary. It's just right in your face and you can't hide at all. You can't put your hands in front of your eyes because it's stuck onto your face. It's terrifying. Squeezing Gray Sister and Holy Sister in before the live show. I'm a slacker. I could believe in you, Sherry. And you really liked Red Sister, right? So hopefully you'll power through Gray Sister really, really quickly and like that one too. And then Holy Sister, I'm like excited to finish the trilogy, but also scared since I know that's so many people's least favorite one. But it's shorter, so it's easier to read, I guess. It is. I didn't want to put it down. Yes, good, good, good. Sounds so cool. Very neat that you got to meet him. Yeah, it was such a cool event. It was basically like a panel where actually Cassandra Khaw, another horror author, was asking them questions. And it was literally like the perfect book panel experience because all of them it was like a great mix of being super funny and super entertaining, but also like really intelligent and thought provoking all at the same time. And it just like they said a couple things that really made me like sit back and think about horror as a genre and why people enjoy reading horror books. Um And then, of course, they were just funny and charismatic and charming, and I fell in love with all 4 of them, all 5 of them, and because Cassandra Khaw is also an author, and she was the person asking them the questions. It was just a really great event, and then afterwards, we got to go up and get the signatures personalized. I loved them all so much, I ended up, like, buying a bunch of books there to get something signed by each of them. Because originally I only had done the ticket, which is, like, you get 1 book with it, and I got Black Sheep because that's another one I'm hoping to buddy read with Lexi, Mel, and Cassidy. Um, but then when I was there, I ended up buying What Kind of Mother and Jackal, and I had brought Mary with me, that way I could have them all sign it because I was like, "Oh, I love all of them so much." They're just, like, incredible people and very, very cool. If you get the chance to go get anything signed by any of them, you should because 'cause they're super cool. Can't wait to read Nestlings. My pre-order comes tomorrow. I'm so jealous. Barnes& and Noble hasn't shipped mine, I don't think, so I'm sure it'll come in, like, a week after. So lame. Hello, Reading the Chateau. Nice. I'm so curious about that one. I think I've heard a lot of mixed reviews, so let me know what you're thinking about it so far, Tanya. Yeah, I loved Red Sister, so I'm excited to finish it. I bet you'll love Gray Sister too then, Sherry. I don't know about Holy Sister since I haven't read that one yet. Oops. Oh my gosh, I keep trying to click on this. There we go. I tried to click on that so many times and it kept going away. Hello, Bryce. We're going to be reading Clown in the Cornfield. I hope you really enjoyed that. I loved that book. I saw, I think the cover for book 3 just recently got put on social media, and it's so cool looking. I'm very excited because while I didn't like book 2 as much as book 1, I still really enjoyed book 2. So I'm pretty pumped for book 3 as well. All right. Is everyone ready? Ready? Why did I say that with a W? I talked like a baby for a second. My bad. I'm talking to Teddy too often, and like suddenly like a baby voice just slipped out. Ooh. Oh, Saved by the Bell. Hello, Yvette. Got home from Not Scary Farm last night. Amazing. I freaking love Not Scary Farm. I miss going to it every year. Work is being intense today. I'm sorry. Going to try reading Nevermore and Practical Magic while I finish. Those sound like great books to counteract an intense work day too. Hello, Samantha. I'm reading The Family Game for the Literally Dead Book Club. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I really liked that one. And I know Lexi really liked that one too. Okay, for sprint time, let me pull up the timer. I think we will do 45-minute sprints tonight. If everyone's cool with that, let me know if you want it changed for next time and we could switch it around. But I think for now, we'll stick to 45 minutes. And I'll see everyone in a bit. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How did everyone do on that sprint? I did very badly. I didn't even open my book. I don't know what's wrong with me. Next sprint, I'm opening the book for sure. I ended up talking on the phone with my mom, which was fun. And then I was just cleaning up the kitchen from dinner because I didn't get a chance to do that. But I didn't even wash the dishes yet. I just threw away stuff and put dishes in the sink. So I don't know where the time went by. I think most of it was unfortunately spent on TikTok, but I'm not allowing myself to open TikTok in the next sprint. I will be reading in the next sprint. I think I'll probably start listening to an audiobook though while I do the dishes because there's kind of a lot of dishes because I cooked dinner and I don't have a dishwasher, so I need to just get them done. So I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna start reading what's it called? It's actually one I'm pretty hyped for. It just came in on Libby. Let me pull it up. Belladonna. You can see I just barely started it when I walked Teddy earlier. Didn't really walk him, just took him out to go potty earlier. But yeah, Belladonna. I need to up it. I started at 2 times speed, but it's really slow, so I'm definitely putting it immediately to 3. Sometimes with fantasy books, I started on 2 to just in case there's a lot of information at the beginning, but the narrator is really slow, so I feel like I'll go to 3 even just for the information at the beginning and then wish I could get it higher after that. But I think I will listen to that, wash dishes, and then read The Haunting of Lee Harker. Hello. Hello, Valerie. Got 2 hours left in Cackle by Rachel Harrison. Loving it. I really love that one too. Things are starting to come to a head. Yeah. Cackle is awesome. Hello, Queen Lexi. Have a headache and generally feel gross on being a potato today. I support it. Please be a potato. It sucks that you feel bad, but I'm happy that you're trying to feel better right now. But yes, happy Halloween Eve from Lexi. Lexi is the creator of Halloweekend, just in case anyone here wasn't aware. So make sure to go subscribe to her if you're liking these sprints, because these sprints are in honor of Lexi's readathon. Just joining after meetings, but I miss sprinting with Kaylee. Hello, Sam. I hope you're doing well. Yes, it's fun to be doing sprints right now. Just doing a spontaneous reread of The Hunger Games. Love that. Is it because of the prequel movie? I'm pretty hyped for it, actually. I've reread The Hunger Games recently, and then I read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes when it first came out and liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. But I'm kind of tempted to give it a reread for the movie because the movie looks really good, actually. Yeah, I hope Lexi's feeling better soon. Happy Halloween Eve. 25 pages of secret history. Nice. Everyone had their dinner and made 43 pages through the final gamut. Wow, you did a lot, Victoria, having everyone eat and reading 43 pages. Very impressive. Got through some amount of pages. Honestly, I have no idea. Relatable. Finished dinner with 5 seconds remaining. Wow. Perfect timing stuff. That's very satisfying. I love when that happens. Managed about 5% of your book. Nice. Heard really great things about Belladonna and Foxglove. Yeah, same. And so that's why I'm really hyped to read it. And I was doing my list on the spreadsheet that Cassidy made us for a Polycon, and going through all the authors that will be at a Polycon, and forgot that this author will be there. And so I want to read it because I feel like there's a strong chance that I will love the book and then want to get it signed by the author there. I don't own it, but that's one I would go buy to get signed if I end up loving it. Oh, hello, little Teddy. He just came over to say hi. Hi, baby. It's a little Teddy. Read 20 pages of a Spiffbo finalist. Honestly, didn't think I'd like it, judging only by the cover and title, but I really loving it. Adding it to the Amazon cart. Yay! Which finalist was it? I think you will like Belladonna. The audiobook will definitely be helpful for that one. Yeah, I hope I really like it. I think I will too. I usually really like books that end up being hyped up. I just am easily pleased, I think. So when a lot of people like a book, I think I will usually like it too. It seems like so many people are obsessed with Belladonna. Hello, welcome. Read another chunk of The Witch's Heart, got to 66%. Nice. Happy birthday, Patty. Yes, happy birthday, Patty. What have you done today? Anything super fun for your birthday? 44% into The Chateau. It's okay. Not amazing, but entertaining nonetheless. Sometimes you just need one of those books, like a popcorn book. 40% into Scream for me. Nice. Oh, is that the one that is like the short, smutty novella about with like the pumpkin on the cover and like dark blue? I think maybe. I think I read that book actually. I think I had a fun time with it. It's hard to remember for sure. Got to page 25. Nice. Yes, the movie looks good. Looks pretty good. Yeah. I'm just excited to be back in like the Hunger Games world. Like Hunger Games is so freaking cool. And so the fact that this movie is coming out, it has a pretty interesting storyline because we already know what it is from the prequel book. And then it looks like pretty good production. I'm pretty hyped for the movie. Loved Belladonna. Found out on Insta there's going to be a third book coming out. Still need to get to Foxglove though. Yeah, that's exciting. Is it going to be a trilogy or is there potentially even more books? Finishing Horror Store now. I have 75 pages or so left. How are you liking Horror Store? I love all of Grady Hendrix's books, but I think Horror Store is my least favorite, but I still gave it like a high 4-star for me. Hills of Heather and Bone. I mean, it starts with a content warning, so right up my alley. Sherry's like, trigger warning, sign me up. I love it because I'm the same way too, Sherry. It's been lovely. I'm glad to hear that, Patty. Everyone tell Patty happy birthday. Happy to hear that. Yeah, Reverse Harem with guys wearing Scream masks, Michael Myers, and Jason masks. Oh, yes, I've definitely read it, and I had a good time with it. I wasn't, like, blown away by anything, but I still had a good time. I think I read it last Halloween. I'm reading Kill Creek, and I feel like it's so slow. I'm about 220 pages in and trying to stick it out because people seem to love it, but wondering if it gets better. I'm not sure, Dawn. I haven't read Kill Creek, so I don't know if anyone here has read Kill Creek, though. Should Dawn keep going 220 pages in? Is there a chance that she will end up liking it a lot? Or maybe is that a DNF potential? Tried on the frog costume and ate dinner. Nice. What'd you have for dinner? Yeah, not here for the plot. Yeah. It was a good smut though. It's pretty good smut. I think it even had like slightly like pretty fun plot too. If I remember, there's like a fun haunted house scene plot thing. These are very fuzzy memories, but pretty sure the plot that was there, while minimal, was like a fun time. Also, hi, I forgot to say that I was joining. Hello, Dawn. Hope you're doing well. Man, we might jump into our next sprint pretty fast because I have yet to even read my book. So I am feeling like maybe we just jump right into it so I can listen to some Belladonna and then read some Haunting of Lee Harker. Let's just finish up these comments, and then I think these sprints might end up being fairly focused. Haven't read Kill Creek yet, but have the audio on Audible, so wanted to get to it by the end of the year. Yeah, it's one that's still been on like my list because I remember seeing a lot of hype for it a while ago, but I don't see people talking about it as often now as they used to. So I don't know if it's a book that people stopped liking as much after the initial hype, or maybe just everyone read it back then, so that's why people don't talk about it as much anymore. I'm not sure. Horror Story is gross. Was not expecting that, but funny too. I love Grady too. Yeah, Grady is just amazing. But yeah, I think the thing about Horror Story that made me not as obsessed with it as I am with a lot of his other books. Again, I still loved it, but just like the thing that made it slightly different than the other ones was I wanted it to be longer. I feel like we went from like 0 to 100 too quickly for me, and I wanted there to be like more of a lead up before shit really started hitting the fan, if you know what I mean. Because it's a fairly short book, and I think I just like love Grady's writing, and so I want all of his books to be longer than they are. Sweet potato fries and vegan fish sticks. That sounds incredible. I love, fries and fish sticks. Running to an appointment. Goodbye, Kelsey. See you in a bit. Started Kill Creek, soft DNF'd it, but I'm hoping to pick it up again before the end of the year. Interesting about the soft DNF. Yeah, I can't even remember what it's about. I just remember it being a title people enjoyed, and so I put it on my list, but I don't think I own it anywhere. Sometimes I forget, like, what ebooks I own or what audiobooks I own on different apps and stuff, but I don't think I have that one. But I think that's one that's probably fairly easy to get from my many Libby cards, so it would be easy to pick up, but yeah, I don't know. I just haven't been motivated to read that one, even though it's been on my TBR for years now. Okay, let's go ahead and pop into another sprint. We'll do another 45-minute sprint since no one was violently opposed to it last time. So I will see everyone in 45. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. How did everyone do? I I did not do the dishes. I need to, but that didn't happen in that sprint. Maybe next one. But I did read some of Haunting of Lee Harker. I'm on page 103 right now. I'm pretty into it from what I just read. Very intrigued. This is a book though that I don't know, it could have been me because I wasn't having like the greatest mental health time when I like yesterday when I had time to read it and stuff. But for some reason I was just never wanting to pick it back up yesterday from where I put it down a couple of days ago. But now that I kind of forced myself to pick it back up, I'm into it again. So I'm happy about that. I liked it when I was reading the first however many pages I read the other day. But I wasn't as obsessed with it as usually I am when I started Darcy Coates' book, but I'm glad I forced myself to read it more today because now I just want to keep reading it. Like when the timer went off, I got sad because I'm like, what is going on? What is happening? This is crazy. Definitely is slightly different than like a normal Darcy Coates so far. I mean, it's about a haunting, obviously, it's in the title, but it just feels different so far. And so I feel like I have no idea where this book is going, basically. It makes me very intrigued to continue. If any of you have read The Haunting of Lee Harker, obviously no spoilers, please, no spoilers, but just let me know like if you liked it or not, what your rating was. Because I'm curious. I think I think this one is her favorite, or maybe one of her favorites. I can't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure Erin likes this one. Hello, Ashley. How did everyone else's sprints go? Did you end up getting anything done that you wanted to get done? Um, what are you reading tonight, Ashley? Hello, Chrissy. Hoping to get a couple more reads in for October. Nice. What will you be reading during sprints today? During the first sprint, I ate some dinner, and this sprint, I had dessert. Yum! I want dessert. And read 18 pages of All Hallows. Nice. I hope you like that one. It definitely has a lot of fall vibes in that book. So it's a good one for this time of the year, definitely. 79% into Scream for me and ate soup. Delicious. I had soup for dinner too, Kiki. We're soup twins. Had a quick shower and then read 42 more pages in Final Gambit. I'm very close to the end. Nice. Are you enjoying it? Um, is this the YA mystery series? Or is it something else? I can't remember. I think it might be one of the last book in that series. Hello, Gabby. How are you? What are you reading right now? Just sat on my phone and existed. Relatable. Very relatable, Carly. That was me the sprint before this last one. 25 more pages of Secret History, starting to get interesting. I'm glad you're liking that one, Rebecca. That one was not my cup of tea, but I know a lot of people really like it. Read about 10 pages of different Swiftbow finalists, and it's definitely not for me. So I read the synopses for the last semifinalists, ordered the only two left that sounded interesting. Nice. I love like how into like all the Swiftbow stuff you are too, Sherry. If you read any that like completely blow you away, let me know and I'll move them to the top of my list too. Hello, reading every day. Nice. Thanks for joining. Been reading Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires, 40% in and loving it. Yes, I love that one too, Gabby. It's so good. I hope you continue to love it. I feel like if you're already loving it, you're going to continue to love it. Fell asleep while reading my physical book, so I switched to an audiobook of The Prettiest Girl in the Graveyard while I do chores. Ooh, I think I just bought that one. Is that Katrina's book club choice? I can't remember because I know I bought a couple indie horror books at a bookstore by Lexi, and I know one of them we bought was Katrina's book club choice, but I can't remember like which title goes with which cover in my mind. I bought Katrina's book club choice, and I bought this one. If those are two different books, I need to read that one soon too, though. Lauren, are you liking the audiobook so far? I am in the middle of 3 books: Lock Every Door, Tethered, and Magic Lessons. Ooh. I love Lock Every Door. I hope you like that one too. Ate pumpkin soup and put laundry in the dryer. Now I can read. Yay! I love how many people are eating soup. Yeah, you need soup too, Sherry. I know, it's really cold here too. On Saturday, it was like 80 degrees, which was crazy and wonderful. And then Sunday and today, it has dropped back down to like low 50s and it's chilly. I don't like it. I wish it was back to 80. I don't think it'll be back to 80 until like springtime, though, unfortunately. Have about an hour left of a good girl's guide to murder. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I really like that one, Sarah. Hello, Monica. Finally going to finish Sleuth for it tonight. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I really want to read that book, but my issue with that book is I really want to read a physical copy of it because of the pictures. And I just keep not buying it. And I don't have a physical library card right now because the branches by me are like kind of far away. So I just haven't made it over to the library and I haven't bought it. And therefore I haven't read it, even though I've really been wanting to read it for like over a year. I should have bought it when I was buying a bunch of books at the bookstore, but alas, maybe next year for Halloween. Started Pumpkinheads by Rainbow Rowell. Very cute with lots of fall vibes. I read that one last fall time too. It's very cute. I really liked all the fall vibes. I wanted to be at that like festival that they're at. Definitely let you know. Hills of Heather and Bone really hooked me, so I'm hoping that one will be a winner. Same, because then I will be super excited about it too. Did some studying in that sprint. Nice, Alex. Good discipline. Yes, it's Katrina's book club pick. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I bought that one. Lexi's like Barnes& and Noble that's kind of close to her has the coolest horror section ever, and it has so much indie and self-pub horror there. And we found that one, and we both bought a copy of it for Katrina's book club because I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Got to 88% of the Monarchs. The big reveal was just okay for me, a bit predictable. Aw, man, I'm sorry, Steph. At least you're close to the end, so you'll get that satisfaction from, like, finishing a book soon. Only on chapter 3, but so far so good. Just getting to know the characters. Books with large casts are hard for my brain. I feel that. Especially I feel like sometimes audiobooks, it's harder for me to distinguish between characters. That's why when I'm doing like fantasy ones with tons of characters, I start them out slower and then work my way up to the high speed. But yeah, any big cast is like I really have to like remember the names because I'm so bad with names. Even if I'm reading physically and I'm like literally seeing the names over and over and over again, my brain forgets all character names. And then when someone is referring to another character, I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about. Took advantage of the Kindle sale yesterday. I got the ebook of Mayfly. I'm excited to read it. Ooh, I want to read that one too. I haven't read it yet. I loved, I think Katrina did the like cover recreation for Mayfly and it was so cool. I love the cover for Mayfly. I am enjoying it, but I feel like I'm not loving it as much as everyone else did. Sad. Is that your first Brom book? I haven't read anything from that author, but I think they did Krampus too, which is another one I'm interested in. Maybe I will get to Krampus before Christmas this year at least. We'll see. It might snow here on Wednesday. Oh my gosh, I'm not ready for it. It probably feels so much worse for you since you're not used to this crap. I know. I really hasn't gotten like cold here yet. So like when it like really hits winter time and it's like a real winter and not a central Texas winter, that's what I'm afraid for. Cuz right now like low 50s, that's cold, but I'm like I've experienced low 50s, like that is winter time. But what I'm not excited for is when that becomes warm, and like we get down to like the 30s each day. Hell no. I have to go out and walk Teddy. I already am like always just complaining about having to walk Teddy when it's cold and raining out. Like that is my own personal hell currently. When I wake up and it's cold in the morning and it's raining, so I have to leave my nice warm bed too early. I don't want to be waking up that early, but I know my little baby dog has to go potty, so I go and let him out. And it's cold and raining, and he takes forever to go, because he doesn't like the rain either. He takes so long. He's constantly barking at other dogs, and then I have to walk all the way down to the end of the street to throw away the bag of his poop because I don't have a trash bin. So I walk to the public trash can, but it's like so far. It's not that far. It's really not that far, but it's just so far, So I'm just, like, complaining nonstop about, like, the most, like, basic task ever. Oh, I'm such a brat. But yeah, basically, I'm just afraid for when it's, like, actually cold out, and that becomes even more inconvenient because, I don't wanna leave my nice warm bed to go out and it's, like, freezing, literally freezing? Hell no. I remember the horror version of Stuff My Kindle Day is tomorrow. I did not know this, Kiki. That's amazing. I am definitely will be checking this out. I didn't even know there was a horror version that existed. I'm glad it does, though. That's exciting. I'm having some trouble visualizing some of it, but photos definitely help. Maybe that's why they felt the need to put the pictures in, I guess, because of the visualization. Maybe a lack of, like, easy to follow description. I don't know. Have about 75 pages of When I'm Dead left, loving it. I just realized I have an arc due November 2nd, so that's what's next, although these Halloween smut novellas are calling to me. Yeah, I might end up reading, like, a short Halloween smut thing tomorrow too, because I was trying to think I don't think I'm really doing anything for Halloween, and I'm not gonna get trick-or-treaters with how my building is. Like, there's no way for people to get to my door. So, like, there's no real, like, Halloween activity tomorrow. So maybe my Halloween activity is Halloween smut novellas. That sounds fantastic to me. If anyone has some recommendations for Halloween smut novellas, let me know. I'm into it. 59% of the chateau and still hanging in there. I mean, you've made it past the halfway point, Tanya. It's good progress. Usually make a character list on Notes app if a book has a big cast. Listen, that makes sense, but also that's work. Like, that's smart, but I'm not gonna ever do that. I'm just being completely honest with you, Carly. I will never be doing that. Mayfly is definitely not everyone's cup of tea, but my absolute fave. Yeah, I did see some mixed reviews, but I feel like mixed reviews never scare me away entirely from a book because I like so many books that a lot of people hate. So it just, like, kind of intrigues me to see, like, where are the mixed reviews coming from. But I've seen enough good reviews that even if, like, mixed reviews scared me, I would still be interested because there have been some good ones, including yours, Christy. It is my first Brom, but Krampus would be interesting to try. The cover of that one is just so cool. We're about to have a freeze here in Texas. Yeah, I saw that because I still follow some of my, like, local Texas news people from when I lived there, and I think I saw, like, Dallas was gonna be feels like temperature of, like, 29 tomorrow morning. I was like, oh my goodness, that is crazy. I mean, the first year I lived there was when there was, like, the snowpocalypse, and it was, like, negative something out for, like, a week, and all the pipes froze, and I didn't have running water or, like, electricity for more than 30 minutes at a time. Running water was just out for the week, and then the electricity was, like, I would get 30 minutes per every, like, 3 hours. It was friggin' brutal, dude. But that was the only time that really happened there. It was just the 1 week out of the 3 years I lived there. Hello, everyone. Halfway finished through Year of the Witching. I'm loving it. I also love your glasses, Kaylee. Thank you. I was too lazy to put in my contacts today, so glasses it is. I don't love how the glare looks when I'm, like, in the dark room and the glare of my computer, but oh well. The glasses we're staying on because I do like how my glasses look. I recently got these, like, a year ago, I think, and I upgraded.
Hi.
Hello, Sav. I thought, like, we both added you at the same time for a second because it, like, took a second to load. I was like, oh no.
No, I was like, I'll just let her add me because that always happens when
Yeah.
people add themselves.
Yep.
Like, kick people out. I just got done teaching, but I'm here.
Hello. How was teaching?
It was good. I, like, have to get my bearings when we start our next sprint. I don't know what I'll be doing tonight. I should read. Actually, I'm really excited. This came in. It's called In These Hallowed Halls, and it's like a dark academia, like, short story collection, but it has something in it from Lane Fargo, and I freaking love that author. She wrote They Never Learn.
Yeah.
So I might skip to that one and see.
That is so cool. I had no idea that existed. What is it called again?
Yeah, In These Hallowed Halls.
Oh my gosh.
And apparently it has, like, different vibes in each of the stories. Like it has a bunch of different authors. So it has Olivia Blake, ML Rio, David Bell, Susie Yang, Lane Fargo, and like a bunch of other people. So
That's so cool.
yeah. Oh yeah, and I should say it's like horror too. Because it says, well, I don't know if it's all horror. It's a little bit confusing. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
But
it looks like on Goodreads it's listed as like fantasy, gothic, mystery,
mhm.
academia, and horror. So really
It's
cool.
probably like everyone. It has a different vibe, but I'm not always the best with like anthologies. Like sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. So I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. Anyway.
I love the like idea of anthologies or short
Mhm.
story collections and like but yeah, in practice, like they don't there's never been one I've like been truly obsessed with, but they always make me so excited for some reason. I just finished a couple days ago like all those short stories that were through Amazon, like the creature collection or whatever
Oh,
it's called. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, like the one were they on Kindle Unlimited
Yeah,
too?
they were on Kindle Unlimited and like free on Audible and stuff if you
Uh-huh.
had the KU versions. And so I
Uh-huh.
actually ended up listening to all of them and like they were all fine, but there
Yeah.
was not a single one that I was like, "Whoa, this is awesome." You know, like it was just generally
Mhm.
okay. And I feel like that's my thought with every collection ever. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm so sad about it too because I always see people raving about horror short story
Mhm.
collections specifically, and I always try to read them and I'm always so underwhelmed or I'll like DNF them. Like I don't know if you saw Found. Have you read that one?
Mm-mm.
It's really cool. It's like found footage vibes and like
Mhm.
I read like half of it and I DNF'd it because like I freaking loved the first story and then like it made me want to DNF after a while. It was a
Yeah.
bummer. And the other one, I think it's called At Home with the Horrors or something. Like Gabby was talking about it a lot, so I was like really excited. And then like some of them were really good, and then other ones, like you said, like they just
Yeah.
didn't. It's a
Yeah.
bummer.
The, like, creature feature ones, like, I didn't dislike any of them, but I just didn't love any of them either, like, I felt like every single one was around, like, a low 3 for me.
No.
I know, I was like but then I kept trying more and more because I didn't hate any of them, so I was like, "Maybe they'll be, like, 1 star of the show here," and then each one was like,
Mhm.
"Okay, okay, okay,"
Yeah,
like
I just re-got Kindle Unlimited, so I'll probably
Mhm.
try a few of them, but I'm
Yeah.
nervous.
I think my favorites, saying every single one was a low 3 is, like, not true because I think one of them was, like, 4 stars for me, but still, like, 1 being 4 and all the rest being, like, low 3, not the best, but I
Mhm.
think this is gonna sound so biased because like, "Oh, of course that's the one I liked the most," but it makes sense because I just like this author the most, I like the writing the most. It was the Grady Hendrix one that was
Yeah, yeah. Was it called, like, Ankle Snatchers or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that? Yeah, now that I'm really glad you said that because I completely forgot that with KU, you can listen for free, and
yeah,
now I gotta do that
yeah.
because I'm gonna cancel my KU probably pretty soon because I just don't use it that much.
Mhm.
But I thought, like, Halloween time, perfect time to get it, but
Yeah, you can
it
just,
is what it is.
you just need to, like, download them on KU, and then it should pop up as an option to get the Audible narration for free with them.
Yeah, that's smart. What are
Um,
you reading tonight, by the way?
I am reading The Haunting of Lee Harker by Darcy Coates.
Ooh, are you liking it?
I am. I'm not, like, as immediately obsessed with it as I have been with most of her other novels, but I'm intrigued and I'm excited to continue. So, I feel
Yeah.
like though, unless, like, something crazy happens I'm on page 100 right now, and unless, like, there's a crazy shift, I don't think it could get 5 stars just because I'm, like, feeling like I think I like it, but also I'm kind of
Mhm.
bored at certain points, but then it, like, as soon as I get bored, it, like, something really intriguing happens, you know? So it could still get, it's feeling like a solid 4 right now to me, I think.
Interesting. That's a bummer that it's not a
Not as immediate. Yeah, it's because I think and this doesn't spoil anything, like, you know this from, like, page 1, but it, like, starts out, like, in, like, a climax pretty much. Like, it starts out or,
Oh.
running from the ghost, you know? And I'm just like, I want, like, the lead up, like, I want
Mhm.
the tension, you know? And I feel
Yeah,
like we just get thrown into the thick of it right away, and then I was like, I don't know, it's
yeah,
like, I think I'm caring, but also part of me is like, "Man, I wish we got some, like, more introduction to this character, I wish we got some more lead up to the spookiness and, like, so I could feel more of the tension. Because I feel like in, horror books, my favorite part is always the tension, it's not the climax, and so to
yeah,
throw us into the climax and have, like, kind of this prolonged climax throughout the whole book is, like, very interesting and different for a Darcy book, but
yeah.
don't think I'd like it, but I'm still intrigued to see where it's going, you know?
I was gonna say that reminds me exactly of, The Good Daughter, I think, by
Mm,
Karen Slaughter.
mhm.
'Cause immediately in that one, you're in, like, the most intense, like, scene one of the most intense scenes I've ever read, but then after that, like, it kinda loses the intensity, and so
Yeah,
that's where, like, Pretty Girls way more because
mhm.
it actually, like, kept the tension, and also I just like the sounds weird to say like the subject matter, but, like, I was more interested, I should say.
Yeah.
So
Um, it was hot here Saturday, now it's cool, but it's typical New York weather during fall, so now it'll be cool this week, so we'll see. Mhm. It will get colder than the 30s, good luck. I know, actually have no idea what is typical for the winter here. Should I have looked into that before I moved here?
you're gonna
Yes.
die.
Yes, I
If
should.
you're not used to it, it's wild. It's literally it's been in the 30s here, and I'm like, "All right, that's great. There goes my fall." Like, I was so sad.
Yeah, I have no idea what we'll get to, so every day will be a surprise. Like, I just keep checking the weather to see, like, what the next farthest day on the forecast is, and I'm like, "Interesting, interesting." You know,
Do
like, I
you
don't know
have
where we're going.
do you have, like, sweaters and stuff?
Yeah, I do have a nice winter jacket from when I lived in Kansas for 2 years because they got, like, snow and stuff
Yeah.
in Kansas, so, yeah, I just have to, like, think back to my Kansas days but I
Mhm.
only got 2 winters there, so I'm not, like, a total newbie, but, like, I've only
Yeah.
experienced 2 winters in my life, so I'm, like, still a little bit of a newbie.
Well, hey, you got that hat now.
Yeah, I do have a nice hat that Sav and I both got at a, Marshall's together.
We're matching hats. I actually wore my socks the other day that I got from that night, and I was, like, thinking about
Uh-huh.
me and Lexi, how we all have these socks.
Yeah, me, Sav, and Lexi got a pack of socks and each took 1 pair of socks from the pack because they were so nice and thick, and we were all kinda cold for this Halloween event we went to, so we're like, "We need to go buy socks before we go
Uh,
there." But yeah, they are nice socks, I wear them every chance I get, honestly, because 'cause they're amazing. They're so comfortable.
I know, I kinda wanna get more,
Yeah,
honestly. I might do it.
yeah, I might do it too.
Also, yeah, Lexi, I wore them, like, 2 days ago, by the way. We could have been wearing them the same day.
Work for a landscaping company, and they're already talking about frost, snow season prep.
Oh my
No.
god, wait, I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow here.
Oh,
Halloween,
no.
possibly. I gotta look.
Ugh, yeah, that is very cold. Hugo just won't go out if it's raining. He'll literally stand in the door and be like, "Nope, I'm good. I'll hold it." That's what Teddy tries to do, but I force him to go out anyways. Only when it's been, like, an incredibly large amount of time, and I'm like, "I'm getting nervous for your bladder, and I'm getting nervous for my inside floor, so you're being forced out right now."
Yeah, my, family dog when I was growing up was a greyhound, and they really need coats when they go outside, so we got our dog, like, coats and, like, boots, and it was so cute.
That is very cute. 61% in after love and set up my couch in sleepover mode for my dog and I since fiance is out of town. We're having a cozy evening with the snacks. I love that, Hillary. That's amazing.
That's fun.
And yeah, there will be sprints all day tomorrow, pretty much, for those who want to read and hang out. I know who was doing the sprints earlier? Was it Katrina or Kelsey?
I'm really bad at remembering sprint
Right.
schedules. I can look if you wanna
I'm
look.
checking on Discord right now. I'm almost there.
Let
Let's
me
see, because I know Lexi is doing
Kelsey.
sprints, Kelsey is doing the earlier one.
Mhm.
So Kelsey is starting the day out and then switching over to Lexi's channel for the
Yeah,
rest of the evening.
I'm planning on joining Well, one of my lessons canceled because of trick or treating, and I was like, yes. So I'll join sometime in the evening. I can't remember when exactly I am gonna join, but
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
excited.
trying to figure out if I'm going to this book event by me or not to go see Nat Cassidy again. And I don't know if I'm want to go or not because like I already saw him, but also it'd be kind of fun to see him again. And it's
Mhm.
literally like in my same neighborhood. Like it would be like a 10-minute walk to get to this place.
I feel like you have to at least stop in.
I know. And so then I'm like, I don't know. I guess I will join after that, but then I'll just have to see. It'll be a day of decision to see when I like wake up that
Mhm.
day, what the weather is like. It like if it's raining, I don't really want to walk 10 minutes in the rain, but if it's not raining, then I kind of want to go. So we'll see. We'll see.
I also just looked and it's a 50% chance of snow where I live, so that
Oh,
would be interesting.
no. Just tell the weather. No, thank
Can you
you.
imagine? No one has.
Ooh, massive list of Halloween smut. Do we want masked men, cornfield chaos, theme park? I got you. Oh, I am very happy about this. I feel like I'm like shopping right now. Like, what do I want? I'm always a fan of like a Halloween theme park situation. That sounds very fun. I'm intrigued by cornfield chaos too, because cornfields are so creepy. So I feel like if you have any like really good theme park rec, let me know. But just a general good rec if you have like one that's your favorite that isn't a theme park one, I want to know what that one is too, Christy. And who do we
Hey.
have?
I don't know why I like saying
Hey, hello
hey.
everyone.
Oh my god.
Is there such a thing as cornfield smut? Yes, so.
Wait, Haley, I feel like I have to tell you and everyone hear this.
We're
I was
ready.
teaching and my phone was on a stand, like a music stand, and it vibrated and it sounded like an alien. So my brain went to like, is there an alien ship outside about to like abduct us?
I love that. I
I
love
looked
it.
out
It
the
was
window.
the first thought to hearing a slight weird noise, and you're like, aliens are abducting us. That's
It
amazing.
literally sounded like a weird alien ship sound. Like it was like zing, like it was like one of those like zappy sounds. And even
Uh-huh.
my student was like, "What is that?" Like we were really confused. And I was like, I gotta tell Kaylee because she loves aliens.
Yeah, I do. That's incredible. I love that.
I was
You
very
know, um, I have a similar story of like thinking a very mundane thing is aliens about to abduct us. I don't think I've said this story before, but if I have on sprints and this is a repeat, I am so sorry. But one time when I was driving up when I lived in Orange County, California, we were driving up to San Luis Obispo, which is like a 5-hour drive. And I was driving with a bunch of friends and we were like jam packed in the car. Like there's 5 of us, 5 seats. You know, it was a packed car, and we were driving up super late. So we wanted to skip all the traffic in LA and stuff because we had to go through LA, and that's right after Orange County. So that means we had to wait until like 10 p.m. to leave, pretty much. Um, so we were driving pretty late at night. We're in the middle of nowhere. You have to go through a lot of farm areas to get to San Luis Obispo, and in one of these areas in the middle of nowhere, and it's like midnight, 1 in the morning. All of a sudden, it goes from complete darkness, not even like lights on the road, just complete darkness, to this giant light shining down on us from the sky, and we were all like, alien. We all started screaming, like UFO,
Were
alien.
you terrified? Like,
We were literally screaming. We thought that an alien ship had appeared and was beaming their light down at us.
that's
And
terrifying.
yeah, it was so scary. And like, because the thing is, we had just like come over like a crest thing, and then like it just
Yeah.
like boom, like sudden light for
What
us.
was it?
It was a plane. We were by an airport.
No, damn it.
But it was like probably a solid 2 minutes, which I know
Yeah,
doesn't sound like a lot, but when
no,
you think
that is.
suddenly aliens are real and you're about to be abducted, 2 minutes is a long time to think that, you know?
Have you seen Nope?
Yes, yes, I have.
You love it?
I didn't love it as much as I hoped I would. I felt like aliens were too much in the background, and I felt like the whole movie was just like a metaphor, and it's very smart, but I
They
like
didn't look enough like your alien.
yeah, they didn't have like the toad effect, you know?
I I get what you're saying though. Like it
Yeah,
was very like Jordan Peele, like
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very like smart horror or
yeah.
like what do they call it? Elevated horror.
Yeah, and I love him and I love his movies. I actually just watched Us a couple of nights ago, and I loved Us. That was my first time
Mhm.
ever watching it, and I freaking loved it. So Nope is the only one I wasn't as obsessed with. I had a good time with it, but it's just, like, okay for me. And
Yeah.
Get Out and Us now are, like, so good for me that it sucks that I didn't like the Alien one as much, but yeah, that was my, story about thinking that I
That
was
is
like
actually really
and
scary.
it wasn't just me and my friends are not as weird about aliens as I am, so it was like a legit, like,
Yeah,
we
no.
all thought that an alien spaceship was above us.
That is really scary, honestly. Damn, I would've been really freaked out.
Reading it, nice. It's a big book, but you're close to the end, and yeah, that book is really beautiful.
Right? I had to get it.
Mhm.
Hey.
Oops. Sorry, I'm trying to click on there we go. Oh, okay. Sorry,
I
my
always
computer
struggle with
froze for a second. Yeah, it's hard because like, my computer, like, made them all go away. You know how sometimes that happens when you try to scroll and they just
I hate
disappear?
it.
Cool,
Mhm.
cool.
Time every time I host, something happens.
Um, short story collections are always hard for me to rate. Yeah, really difficult.
Mhm.
I actually read 3 this month that take place in the cornfield or pumpkin patch, and things get real uncomfortable and corny if you
I
know what
can imagine some things.
I'm imagining very specific things happening
Me
now.
too. Oh
I
my god.
feel like a good multi-author anthologies are hard to find, but I've had better luck with short story collections by a single author who I already know I like. Yeah, I don't think I've really read actually, no, I have read a Stephen King, one of his I think his first one, Night Shift or something like that.
Oh, I heard that's actually, like, his best short story
Yeah,
collection.
that's what I heard too, so that's why I read that one, and I
Mhm.
did like it. I feel like it is probably up there with one of my favorite short story collections. Granted, I have not read very many, but
Mhm.
there were ones that worked better for me than others, as always, but I feel like there were more hits in that one than I'm used to.
That's good. Yeah. Is that the one that the, mist is in? Also,
Yes. Foreign objects, yeah, that was what I
I
was
know
imagining.
what this is. I'm sure I'm thinking of the correct.
Yep, yep. Yes, girl, give me those Rex. Kaylee's about to be buried under 6 feet of snow and not see it coming. Yeah, I might be. Is that real? Is that
Have you ever experienced when you go out and, like, the snow is falling and it's silent? I guess in New York, it won't really be silent necessarily.
Yeah,
But, like,
silence doesn't exist.
it sounds like you're just in this, like, blanket of snow and it's so good. Like, that's, like, my favorite. It's so, so cool the way sound is when snow first falls, but I guess you won't really.
Yeah, well, and the thing is, like, when it's cold out, like, yeah, I'm gonna be, like, salty about taking out Teddy, but that's the only time I have to go out, so I'm not, like, too worried about it because I work from home and, like, I can just get stuff delivered if it's too cold for me to, like, go to the grocery
Yeah,
store, you know? So
yeah.
I I just have to deal with walking Teddy. I don't have to, like, shovel anything or anything like that, so
So nice. So
yeah.
happy I don't live in a house, partially 'cause of I mean, I would love living in a house, but, like, that makes me, like, not feel that
Yeah.
sad because I'm like, I would
It's
have
nice
to.
to have some upsides of not living in a house. I feel like also a huge upside is, like, when something breaks, it's like, not my problem. I could call someone to come fix it, you know?
Yeah, literally. I agree. Felix is, like, moving his pen. If people don't know, I have a rabbit, and he has, like, a dog pen that kind of is around his, like, area when I am, like I usually open it up at night. Anyway, he got mad at me right now, so he's moving it with his teeth. I'm like, "How is he that strong? He's, like, this small."
Christmas Eve last year in New York was ridiculous. Had to hold the car door closed while driving on the highway. What does that even mean, Queenie? What does that even
"What?
mean? That
What
sounds
happened?"
so oh my goodness. Oh, about the socks.
Mm.
Teddy is really wanting those ones specifically. Like, he knows a quality sock when he sees one. So I've been like fighting with him to make sure he doesn't put any holes in those socks because I care the most about those ones.
You're gonna hide them.
Put a list together and share with you somehow. Please, Christy. When it snows here, my dog, who's a German Shepherd, loves the snow, and we have to bribe her to come into the house because she refuses to come in during the snow. That is very cute, though.
Oh.
Are you gonna be on the all-day sprints tomorrow? Yes, but I just don't know when. I do work tomorrow, and then I might be going to a book event, might not be, but it's just like it's really close to me and it's only for an hour, so it wouldn't make me not be on the sprints at all. I don't think it just I don't know. If I'm not going to that, I'll probably join right after I'm done with work, but if I am going to that, I'll probably join after that. I don't think I will be on for too long though, because I think I also want to try to watch like a really scary movie tomorrow night for Halloween too.
Have you have you seen Ganjiam Haunted Asylum?
Mm-mm.
Do you like found footage, like
Yes.
paranormal?
Yes.
Watch it. It's so fucking scary.
Ooh, okay. What is it called again?
I don't know how to properly pronounce it.
You
Gonjiam?
want to type it in the private chat and then I can.
Yeah. I'll send, or I'll just even like text you it. But
Cool.
I will say, like, anybody who's watching now, it has a slow start because it's like typical found footage style. It's like a group of friends. They're like filming each other and it's like cheesy, you know? But it's so good. It's so scary. I'll pull up a picture actually to show people.
Yes, please. And yes, 10:30 a.m. Eastern on Kelsey's channel is when the sprint bonanza starts tomorrow. Oops. Imagine if the people in the plane knew that you thought they were aliens and freaked out. It was so scary. We were literally all screaming at the top of our lungs.
That honestly, like, is terrifying.
Haven't watched Nope yet, but Us is one of my favorite movies ever. Yeah, Us is so good. Like, I feel like I didn't hear that many people talk about Us when it came out. I feel like most people were just like, oh, I liked Get Out more. And like, I did like Get Out more, but I feel like that's so crazy to like use that as a criticism because Get Out is like one of the best movies ever created. So like you're gonna like almost every movie slightly less than Get Out, you know? But like Us is like fan freaking tastic. It's so freaking good. I feel like it deserved like way more hype than it got.
Yeah.
I was love it. By like the first like 5 minutes of the movie and like that setting and like in the 80s and like a pier side like carnival on the beach. I was like, what is this? This movie is my perfect movie right now.
Yeah, no, it's so good. Also, before I forget, this is what it looks like.
Ooh, that is creepy.
And they go in this.
Love that. Love that.
It's so scary. I love it.
Dead with the alien plane can totally see that happening in that area. Yeah, because it's like hilly and just so dark and there's nothing around. So like feel like things in the sky can like weirdly creep up on you.
Yeah, big open spaces are scary to me.
If he's not big, blue, and protective, it's not my kind of alien.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Night Shift is really good. Oh, The Mist is in Skeleton Crew. Sorry. I think a different one is like that's also pretty Children of the Corn, I think, is in Night Shift.
Oh, yeah. I think there's like other ones that are really, I don't know,
iconic and stuff and like the start for like movies. I think I think I probably was thinking of like Children of the Corn if that is in fact in Night Shift and I'm not just like also being dumb again.
No, you're good. I mean, he has so much. Thank you.
He is very cute. Corgi absolutely loves the snow. I hate it, but it's worth it to see him stick his nose into it and flip into the air. Very cute. Oh my goodness.
Adorable.
I need to watch Five Nights at Freddy's on Peacock. Oh, you know what I also watched? This reminded me because that's a new movie. I watched Nun 2. It just came out recently on HBO Max or whatever. Because I never saw it in theaters, and I really liked the first Nun, and I liked the second Nun too. It didn't really feel like a horror movie to me though.
Yeah, that's why I'm like not that interested because I'm like,
yeah. I just really love scary Catholic imagery, and I feel like the Nun movies are so good
Mhm.
at that. And it's just like a fun story. I'm like always like when people use like
Yeah,
religious power to like defeat demons and stuff, even though I'm not even a religious person. I don't know. Maybe
yeah.
it's like me having grown up loving supernatural, but I'm just like, yeah,
Probably. Also, I feel like the atmosphere is always really creepy.
yeah, yeah.
Like, in possession or, like, that kinda horror, like, it's always really, like, atmospheric, like,
Mhm.
with the old buildings and, like also, I watched Five Nights at Freddy's in the theater.
Oh.
Um, it was, like, pretty good. I It's weird, I kinda don't see it as a horror movie. It was not
Mhm.
really scary, it was, like, more I mean, there were aspects of it that were scary, like, the animatronics looked so cool because they were not computer generated, they were actually built.
Oh,
Um,
that's cool.
w Yeah, which was really, really cool, and, like, the acting was really good, but I wanted it to be scarier, but
Mhm.
I kinda knew it wouldn't be.
Yeah. I feel like, that is an interesting movie that they're trying to, like, have a pretty broad audience for, but it's hard because the main fan base is, like, younger boys, and
Yeah,
so they have to make it acceptable for them to like and watch it and like it, while
mhm,
also trying to make it enjoyable for a broader audience too, so I feel like that's probably why it's, like, kind of weirdly, like, not feeling like a horror movie, but trying to
mhm.
be a horror movie because it's, like, a horror movie for, like, a 12-year-old boy almost.
It literally is. But honestly, though, it's funny. I went in the theater and, like, everybody there was a girl pretty much. So I
Uh-huh.
was kinda, like, loving that. I was
Yeah,
like, "Yeah."
yeah. Yeah,
And I
maybe saying 12-year-old boy is not accurate, maybe it's just, like, the youths love Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah, it's, like,
I'm just
young
a
people.
little bit biased because my, cousins are all boys and they're all obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. No, I think it probably is, like, a lot of boys like it for sure. But it was, like, fun to see the theater.
Mhm. Um, Probably gonna join sprints in the evening since tomorrow I'm getting my car checked out because 'cause it's been weird since this past weekend, hoping it's just a simple fix. I hope so too. Car stuff is so stressful.
Literally.
Us was so good, I agree. Mhm.
And the haunted house imagery,
Yeah, it's so freaking cool. And I
actually, just the imagery in it, like, the
yeah.
whole thing.
Yeah, I love, like, the bonkers explanation too. I feel like, all of Jordan Peele's movies have, like, the
Yeah.
most, like, crazy things going on in it, but, like, they're all done so well, and I'm just, like, obsessed. Love them.
And people can always, like, debate and, like, pick up on more and more things and be
Mhm.
like, "Was that a symbol or was it just, like, me thinking it was a symbol?" Like, it's really
Yeah, so cool. Watched Us with my mom, and she screamed every 5 minutes at every jump scare. Hugo got up and left the room because of it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I thought Us when it went to watch it a couple nights ago, I thought it was just a home invasion story, and that's it.
Yeah,
So, that's why when I started watching, I was like, "Whoa, wait a second, like, what is this? This is so cool, so
yeah,
much cooler than I thought it was gonna be."
yeah, and also the music, so good.
Mhm.
I love the music. Also, same Monica, I literally have barely watched a single movie this month. It's sad.
I've been watching so many more since moving in with my roommate because I love watching movies with other people, but I don't watch them by myself, and so I've been
Yeah,
watching a ton of movies that I've been wanting to watch with my roommate because it's just, like, suddenly movies are fun again.
mhm, yeah.
In it for Josh Hutcherson. I support you. I need to see Us still. Yeah, put that at the top of your list, Monica. It's so good.
Also, it is very, like, Halloween appropriate. Like, it
Yeah.
feels so good for this time of year.
Mhm. Yeah, it does. Alright, we're gonna sprint. We just talked for a long time, but I got
Yeah, sorry.
excited by Sav joining. I was like, "Oh, suddenly I'm a chatterbox." Alright. Let me pull up the timer, and we'll see you in 45 minutes. Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Welcome back. How did everyone do in that sprint? That was our last sprint, just FYI. It's getting a little late here, so I don't really have time for another sprint in the night, but we could chat for a couple more minutes before we end it. I didn't read that much. I don't even know what I was doing for that sprint, honestly. I felt like I wasn't on my phone, but I must have been on my phone because I only read like 10 pages, but the 10 pages I just read were so wild, like so wild in The Haunting of Lee Harker. And
Ooh,
I'm
like good?
so intrigued. Yeah, it's like I just got to a
Ooh,
twist. And I'm like, whoa, that's
that's
so cool. So
I love that.
I'm excited to read some more of it tonight. Definitely. How'd you do, Seth?
Yay. I am the same. I'm like, what did I just do? I ate dinner and then I like aimlessly looked at my phone. I did not read anything. Kind of annoyed at myself that I didn't, but oh well. It's okay.
Well, we tried.
Yeah.
Let me see where I was at. Read an entire James Patterson book today. Safe to say that's my record. Congratulations. That's awesome. Finished Scream for me. Did you enjoy it all the way through, Kiki? Just watched some YouTube. Totally fair. Just played Animal Crossing. Nice. Managed to read about 12%. Pretty good. Trying and kind of failing to carve a pumpkin. What are you trying to carve onto the pumpkin?
I don't think I've successfully carved a pumpkin, but I haven't tried it very often. I will say that. So,
Yeah. I like growing up, I would carve a pumpkin every year.
yeah.
It was always just like a basic, like 2 triangles and then
Yeah.
like a half
Yeah.
circle thing.
Exactly.
So I could do that, but that is it.
Mhm.
Only read a few pages and also watched some TV. That's fun. Watched some hockey and finished off the remaining 36 pages of Final Gambit. I liked it. Now I can't wait to see what happens in the next Brothers Hawthorne. Nice. I'm glad you liked it. Congratulations on finishing it. It's looking pretty rough. Read 68 pages, only 30 left. That's amazing. Are you going to finish it tonight? Or I guess I don't know which time zone you're in, so maybe it's not nighttime.
Yeah.
I'm just like assuming. Got to 90% in my best friend's exorcism. Nice. Are you loving it? I hope so. Just finished Cackle. Amazing. Yeah, I think I want to continue this series, so gave it a 4. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. I didn't even know it was a series, honestly. What the heck?
Which one?
Scream for me. It's like a Halloween smut book, so I don't think you would be interested. But I
Oh.
read the first one. I know. I feel like that title could definitely go either way. Like horror or
So
smut
funny.
horror.
I just thought Scream, or maybe wait, I might be remembering it different. Oh yeah, it just didn't capitalize for me
Mm-hmm.
in the. Okay, sorry. Just ignore my brain like slowly catching up. I just saw Scream.
No,
I was
when
like,
I
oh,
first
Scream.
saw Kiki's comment, I also thought it was just Scream too. I don't know why my brain just deleted the for me, so I'm totally with you. I
Okay.
don't know why, but
It literally just saw Scream, and I was like, oh, the movie
yeah,
Scream.
yeah.
The movie. Yeah.
Frog, so I can match with it. I love that, Carly. That's incredible. And please post your finished product in the Discord.
That's probably really hard to do, honestly.
Yeah. Can we talk about the new Evernight book cover? OMG. I know I got mine today. I was shocked because I didn't even know it shipped. And I got it, and it's so freaking cool looking.
I need to look it up.
Yeah, it's
What is it for?
Evernight. I can just grab mine actually. Give me like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I am annoyed at myself because I went on the wait list for Evernight and then it said like, "Oh, you can join," and I missed that email, so
Oh,
I like couldn't join. I was so
yeah.
sad. It's okay.
So here is the cover.
That's so cool looking.
And I'm pretty sure this is like a new, like they redid this cover for this special edition. And the back is really cool too. And you can kind of see it's like matte, but then shiny on like the creepy cat things. And then the side is
Oh,
like,
that looks so cool.
yeah, it has like monster eyes and stuff. And then the top and bottom is black, and then the end pages are really cool and creepy looking too.
That is so
Um,
cool.
Let me open up this other side too, because it's slightly different on the back. There's like two of them.
That's awesome.
And then it came with a signed book plate that I stuck in it, and then the like front cover has, let me open this up. The front cover has like this cool.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I love special editions. I really, really, really wanted the In My Dreams I Hold a Knife one, and I did not get it. I'm sad. It was for, I can't even remember. Is it like the Illuma crate? But it's like,
Yeah, Fairy Loot, I think, had it.
yeah. And I'm like, I could not get it.
Yeah, that one was really cool looking though. But yeah, I didn't get that one either.
That was the one I really wanted because I love that book.
Mm-hmm. Finish Something is Killing the Children, Volume 1. I want to read that so bad. That's another graphic novel I've put on so many TBRs and I've never gotten around to it.
I need to write that down.
2:42 a.m. here. Oh my goodness, it's very late. But absolutely going to finish it before going to bed. Hell yeah. Record it. Ghostface was involved in a way. That is true, Sav. Ghostface was involved in the Scream for Me book.
Okay, see, so I wasn't too far off. But
he's sticking something else into people instead.
Which I think I know what it is. Oh my god.
Yeah, I also chose like an awful photo to try to replicate and then it did not do a good job at all transferring it onto the pumpkin as a stencil. So I'm just kind of doing it by eye now. I love that. I feel like it will kind of work though if it like looks off, because it's just, you could just say it's a haunted frog then, you know.
It's a cursed frog.
Yeah, it's a cursed frog.
It really is.
Yeah, this cover is completely different. Yeah, it's very cool. Well, the guys in Scream for Me do wear horror movie characters.
So, you know.
Yeah. The other one is so boring. Oh, the other cover. Yeah, I don't even know what the other cover looks like. It's about doppelgangers. I cannot wait. I know. And this is like a perfect thing because I was just talking about, I'm like trying to think if this is a spoiler. I was just talking about a movie that involves doppelgangers that I really enjoyed. So I'm like really excited to read this book about doppelgangers too.
Yeah.
I don't even think that's a spoiler, but just in case I'll be vague about it.
I love how you like stopped. You're like, I do that all the time. I'm like, wait, does this count as a spoiler? I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds interesting. Yeah, the book sounds really cool, really unique. Is also like, what else has this author written? I mean, I could easily look it up, but
Caitlin Starling?
It sounds so familiar to me.
Look.
I don't know if I've like read something by this author.
The Luminous Dead. The Death of Jane Lawrence.
Yeah, I've read The Luminous Dead, and I think I have The Death of Jane Lawrence.
Yeah. Those are like the most popular ones, I think. And then Last to Leave the Room, Yellow Jessamine, Wayward Souls. I think those are the ones by this author.
Mm-hmm.
Unless maybe there's more. Hold on.
Yeah. This is definitely why I recognize the name.
Yeah. Last to Leave the Room, Walk Among Us. Yeah. Did you like The Luminous Dead?
Like, I think I gave it like 3 stars. I really liked parts of it, and I really didn't like parts of it. So it's kind of like a weird 3-star because I didn't really feel indifference about it. It was more so like parts I was obsessed with and parts I was so bored by, you know?
Yeah. Oh, Lexi already typed it. I like went searching on my phone.
It popped up after you had said it, though, to be fair. I mean, she had probably typed it right away. She was on it. But
yeah, that's funny. Every time I see the Luminous Dead cover, I think of the Iron Giant that I always watched when I was like a little kid. Did you watch that?
Iron Giant, yes.
I loved that.
Yeah, I really liked it too.
It actually freaked me out, to be honest.
I remember crying during it a lot.
I feel like if I watched it now, I don't know if it'd be like horrible or like actually good. Like I think don't.
It's actually good. I mean, I could be confusing it for a different movie, but I'm pretty sure Iron Giant is like supposed to be like one of the best animated movies.
Oh, well, hey, maybe I should rewatch it.
Like I think it got a lot of awards maybe or something.
Also, Lexi's like, I don't know what the other one book Sab said is. Well, look, it says Walk Among Us. So it's by this author and another one. But I don't know. Maybe it's a different Caitlin Starling. Oh, it's by like 3 other authors. Cassandra Kaw, Genevieve something. I don't know how to say that name.
All right, I think we will be wrapping this up now. It's gotten a little bit late. Thank you all for joining, hanging out with us. Tomorrow, Kelsey's channel will have sprints starting, I think it was at 10:30 Eastern. Mm-hmm. And then I think Lexi's sprints start at 3 Eastern. So there's going to be all day sprints. I don't think there's going to be a gap in between. I think it's literally just going to be like all day sprints. So lots of reading sprints to come hang out for Halloween tomorrow. But until then, have a good night. Bye. Bye.